The Village Doctor, a story of love, service, and community. In the quiet countryside of Abama, a serene village in Rivers State, Nigeria, life flowed at a gentle pace. Known for its lush greenery, the tranquil river that gave the village its name, and the close-knit ties of its people, Abama was a place of simplicity and beauty. However, it lacked something essential: access to proper health care. This was why Amara, a 28-year-old doctor, decided to return to the village where she had grown up. Amara had spent the last decade in Port Harcourt, studying medicine and practicing at a busy hospital. Though life in the city was exciting, her heart always yearned for Abama, where her roots lay. Now, with her degree and years of experience, she was ready to bring her knowledge back to her people. When Amara arrived in Abama, the entire village came out to welcome her. The women sang joyful songs, the children cheered and danced, and the elders offered prayers of gratitude for her safe return. Her mother, Mama Grace, was especially proud. "My daughter, the doctor," Mama Grace said, wrapping Amara in a warm embrace. "You've made me and this village so proud." Amara quickly got to work setting up a small clinic in an old community hall near the riverbank. Though the space was modest, it was enough to begin providing care. Villagers soon began visiting her for treatment, grateful for her dedication and kindness. One morning, as Amara was organizing supplies in her clinic, she heard a knock at the door. She opened it to find a tall, broad-shouldered man holding a basket of fresh vegetables. His face was kind, his hands calloused from hard work. "Good morning, doctor," he said with a smile. "My name is Timi. I farm just across the river, and Mama Grace mentioned you might need some fresh food." Amara smiled warmly. "Good morning, Timi. That's very thoughtful of you. Please, come in." Timi placed the basket on the table, filled with vibrant tomatoes, yams, and peppers. "This is just a little welcome gift," he said humbly. As they chatted, Amara learned that Timi was one of Abama's most respected farmers. Known for his generosity, he often shared his harvest with neighbors in need. His gentle nature and humility left a lasting impression on her. "Thank you, Timi," she said sincerely. "I hope to see more of you around." Timi grinned. "I'm sure you will, doctor." Over the weeks that followed, Amara and Timi crossed paths often. He would drop by her clinic with fresh produce, and she sometimes visited his farm to relax after long days. One afternoon, as Amara sat under the shade of a mango tree near Timi's farm, he walked over with a bottle of chilled palm wine and 2 calabashes. "You look like you need a break," Timi said, pouring her a drink. Amara laughed. "You're right. It's been a busy day." They sipped the palm wine together, sharing stories about their lives. Timi talked about his love for farming and his dreams of expanding his business, while Amara shared tales of her medical school challenges and her desire to make a difference in the village. "I admire you, Amara," Timi said. "You could have stayed in the city, but you came back to help us. That's a rare kind of courage." Amara felt her cheeks warm. "Thank you, Timi. But I think what you do is just as important. Without farmers like you, none of us would survive." Their friendship deepened with each conversation, and it became clear to both of them that their bond was more than just platonic. The Abama Yam Festival was one of the biggest events of the year. The entire village gathered to celebrate the harvest with feasting, dancing, and music. Amara, dressed in a vibrant Ankara gown her mother had sewn, joined the festivities with excitement. Timi spotted her across the square and made his way over. "Dr. Amara," he said, bowing slightly in jest. "May I have this dance?" Amara smiled. "How could I say no to such a gentleman?" They danced to the rhythm of the drums, their laughter blending with the joyous sounds of the celebration. As the evening wore on, Timi led Amara to a quiet spot by the river where the moonlight reflected off the water. "Amara," Timi began, his voice steady, "you've brought so much light to this village, and to my life. I never expected to feel this way, but you've shown me what's possible." Amara looked into his eyes, her heart full of emotion. "Timi, you've made this place feel like home for me again. I'm glad fate brought us together." Under the starlit sky, their connection deepened as they shared their feelings for the first time. In the months that followed, Amara and Timi's relationship blossomed. They supported each other's work. Timi would bring patients in need to Amara's clinic, and Amara would visit his farm to provide health tips for his workers. Their love story became the pride of Aboma, inspiring others in the village. One evening, as the sun set over the river, Timi proposed to Amara under the same mango tree where they had shared their first heartfelt conversation. With tears in her eyes, Amara said yes, and the entire village celebrated their engagement. Amara and Timi's union became a symbol of hope, reminding everyone in Aboma that when people dedicate their lives to serving others, love and connection often find a way to bloom. Their story was proof that the greatest rewards come not from chasing success but from finding purpose and love in the simplest of places.